Raptors starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Davis is out there with Lowry, and it's Baines in at the 5 down low. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Rose is out there with Barrett, and it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Lowry. Siakam trying to free himself up. Lowry can't get it to go.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Lowry. Now Siakam. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
Come on.
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin, that talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
What's their chemistry? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Outside Rose. And Baines pulls it down.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
Take a break. Take a break.
Shocking. They refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
The first free throw is good. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first mate.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Rose with the ball. Passes it to Harkless. From 12 feet out. No good that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Anunoby. And Harkless pulls it down.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Lowry against Rose, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Randall right side. Outside Rose, pass to Harkless. Just 5 on the clock. Poked away. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Anunoby's got 7 points.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Here's Harkless. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Looks for Lowry. Gets it to him. Over Rose. The shot comes out. The Knicks go the other way with it. That shot misses. Great D that time from Davis. Siakam passes to Davis. Rose against Lowry. And the pass to Baines. Knicks with the rebound. Rose scanning the floor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Rose.
Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra. He coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, is very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and it's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching style.
And Rose drops them both. And New York hoped that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Anunoby. And it's blocked. Up top, Randall. Lowry recovering. To the left wing. Rose against Lowry. Rose in the post. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Knicks trail by 5. Passes to Harkless. Outside Robinson. And here's Rose. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him. Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Lowry. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Randall kicks to Rose. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, it's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in, and the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
And here we can check out the story on Julius Randle. Last season, he played outstanding, 19th in scoring, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season, a tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season. Here's Harkless over Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
He misses the free throw. Portis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Good on the second free throw. Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming a long way?
What an impact.
Massive.
Yes.
And what you're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides in a lot quicker than they normally would.
This two-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
Lowry against Rose. Lowry can't get it to go.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Rose finds Harkless. New York needs to get off a shot. Shot from 16. Rose, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Pass to Siakam. It doesn't go for him. And New York the other way now. There's the pass to Harkless. And Harkless slams it in.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Davis surveying the floor. Outside Lowry. Stolen by Rose. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 6.
And Derrick Rose so quick out of the gates. When he sees open floor ahead, he's at full sprint in the blink of an eye.
Rose against Lowry. Left side Davis. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist in the game. And it's Rose with the ball for New York. 6-point game. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. You look at Robinson, second in the NBA, a great defender.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
And Lowry gets double-teamed. Pass to Boucher. 5 on the clock. Here's Anunoby.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Davis pulls it down.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Anunoby. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Rose against Lowry. Rose kicks to Barrett. Outside Robinson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Raptors leading by 6. Outside Lowry. Siakam outside. Stolen by Rose. And a fast break now for New York.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The Knicks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
And Toronto making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. And Rose drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Davis. Over Barrett. And it's Davis missing.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And yes, it's good. Harkless has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Knicks with the rebound. Harkless has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rose goes in. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Rose has got 12 points in the game.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the New York Knicks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. She works hard for her 4 boys. She bears herself out there. I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Harkless is out there with Portis, and there's Nerlens. Fires the three. Toronto grabs the miss. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Here's Trent. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass and slam dunk by Noel.
Now cutting and carving the defense apart right now, get Payton the passing lane, and he's going to find someone. Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Knicks trail by 5. Now here's Payton. Pass to Harkless. Over Siakam. The shot by Harkless, no good. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Payton surveying the floor, and Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Raptors. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Harkless finds Noel. It's tipped. Now here's VanVleet, defended by Harkless. Now VanVleet. And it's Noel with the rebound. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 7. Out to the wing. Here's Trier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wronged? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Raptors leading by 5. VanVleet finds Siakam. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The shot off that time, so New York will take it the other way. Now here's Payton, covered by Van Vliet. Now the pass to Trier. Portis trying to free himself. And Trier is good for 3. Trier's got 5.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Here's Van Vliet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, Greg, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Free throw good, Van Vliet. And so he hits both. Here's Trier. He has 5. Pass to Payton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, that's pretty aggressive by Elfrid Payton. To draw a foul inside the paint, the D looks flustered.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And both free throws good for Payton.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's tightly guarded. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Over Payton. And again, no good by Toronto. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Harkless finds Payton. Back to Harkless. Six on the shot clock. Trier in the corner. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and he goes in for the dunk.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Trier, covered by Siakam. Passes it to Payton. Harkless with it. 5 points in the game. There's Trier with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Trier's got 8 here in the quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
And the first one drops. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Siakam hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Payton against Siakam. Payton left side. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, saw the opportunity, did Elfrid Payton, and inside capitalized.
And here is Siakam. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
He's off on that one, so New York will take it the other way. Payton outside. He kicks it to Noel. Pass to Gibson. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Hollis Jefferson. 8 points his last outing. Back to Van Vliet. And he uses the glass on the layup. Van Vliet's got 7.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Trier. Here's Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Baines. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Raptors have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for New York. Randall's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Barrett comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Rose in for Trier. Both good from the line that time. Knicks trail by 3. Payton outside. Feeds to Randall. And it's blocked. Van Vliet looking around. The pass to Siakam. Here's Baines. Siakam left side. Out left to the wing. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 7. Misses the wing J. Siakam against Randall. He dishes it to Gibson. Over in the corner, Rose. High arcing shot, and the layup is good. Rose has got 14.
And with the lift that Rose gets from his legs, he's able to put such a soft touch on those floaters. That's a great shot for him.
The drive by Siakam. The rebound by Gibson. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 1. Outside Rose. 3-pointer. Kept alive by New York. Another shot. And that one goes long.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
It's taken away by Payton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Payton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Knicks.
Well, Elfrid Payton on a straight line drive. Pretty fearless on that attack.
Rose shot, no good. Some solid defense from Rose.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. They are just killing them on the interior.
Raptors trail by 3. Now Van Vliet. He's got 7. Here's Anunoby. And the Raptors miss again. New York's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Rose with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Here's Randall. Good D by Siakam.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Lowry's shot is good.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Payton dishes to Gibson. Kicks to Rose. Elbow shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Rose has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Lowry drives in, and the rebound goes to the Knicks.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Rose not always focused on creating contact, but with his physical gifts, a lot of times he leaves the defense no choice.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
First free throw is good. And Rose drops them both.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
23 seconds left to play here in the half. Payton against Lowry. 5 to shoot. Here's Barrett. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for New York. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Elfrid Payton. EP, you saw the floor and found the open man in the first half. What's enabled you to create all those opportunities?
Just trying to get into the paint. Defense collapsing, and the guys are doing a hard job of making the shots.
Well, it's a team effort, Elfrid. Thanks a lot for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They asserted themselves nicely in the second quarter and now have a fairly comfortable 5-point lead here at halftime. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when they were playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their efforts.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
The Knicks leading by 5. So for Toronto right now, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Davis is out there with Lowry, and it's Baines in at the 5. Shoots from 12, and the Knicks good for 2.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over a game.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Robinson with the block. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Davis. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Randall. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. And he's flourishing as a scorer. But, Brent, how does Julius Randle take that next step?
Well, I think, Kevin, if he keeps improving on his consistency, shooting from that 10-foot to 16-foot range where guys are daring him to shoot and not wanting to deal with him driving into them. You know, last year he went up 6 percentage points from 35% to 41% in that 10 to 16-foot range. You keep seeing that kind of improvement, the growth in his game is going to come.
Robinson kicks to Rose. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Lowry. From the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
They get it back. Here's Barrett, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice pump fake there. Barrett isn't all effort and athleticism. He pays attention to his craft.
And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
And that one falls for Barrett. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
Here's Anunoby, defended by Harkless. And it's Baines missing.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
From 11 feet away, and Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 6 rebounds now in the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And the basket by Lowry.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
That's tipped and stolen by Kyle Lowry. Drops in the breakaway layup. Lowry's got 4 this quarter.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Rose with the ball. Lowry picks him up. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Outside, Davis. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Knicks leading by 11. Passes it to Barrett. Outside, Rose. Randall down low. He gets that one. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, Randall's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
Lowry passes to Baines, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Rose, good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Lowry with the ball. He's got 11. Rose with some nice D. Up top, Harkless. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors trail by 13. From past the arc, and it's Kyle Lowry with the 3. Lowry's got 14.
And trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Davis against Rose. Outside, Robinson. Shot clock at 5. The dish now to Barrett. To the paint. Here's Randall. Good D by Siakam.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Pass to Baines. Jacks up a 3. No good on that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Down low, here's Rose. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, that's awareness there from Randall. He keeps an eye out for his open teammate.
The Knicks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Raptors also changing it up. Boucher is checked in. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for OG Anunoby.
One shot.
You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. they can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Rose. He's got 29 points. Rose double teamed. The pass to Portis. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Davis. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Right side, Portis. From 11 feet away, Robinson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 13.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The drive by Lowry. Lays it up and banks it in. Lowry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Here's Rose. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Shots good by Boucher.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Double team on Rose. Here's Harkless, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Lays it up and off the glass. Lowry's got 11 points in the quarter.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Right side Robinson. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Baines has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 10. Outside Rose. To the inside. Portis. That's tipped. Now here's Davis. He's guarded closely. And Harkless pulls it down. Harkless has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Poked loose. Here's Portis. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 12.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Lowry against Rose. Pass to Baines. Back to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. The Knicks pull it in. Harkless has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The kick out to Rose. And here is Harkless. 10 points for him. To the middle. The second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Harkless has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Lowry from outside drills the three-pointer.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And it's Rose with the ball for the New York Knicks. They lead by 11. Harkless with the bucket.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Toronto's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop it. And Barrett slams it in.
Great activity there from Barrett. When he ups his intensity on defense, he's a difference maker.
Lowry passes to Boucher. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Here's Rose. Sweet little floater. Rose has got 31.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Lowry for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Over in the corner, Rose. Double team on Rose. Lowry drives in. The teardrop falls in. Lowry's got 16 points here in the second half.
Deceptive and skilled at that guard position. When Lowry's scoring like this, good luck trying to defend him.
Here's Harkless. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And so it's New York in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Taj Gibson. Bobby Portis out there with Barrett. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Trier in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Lowry passes to Hollis Jefferson. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Miami Heat. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. New York leading by 15. And it's Rose penetrating, uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got 33.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Now here's Van Vliet, guarded closely. Passes it to Boucher. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And here they go. one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Van Vliet.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It was a good possession all the way around.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Just over a minute played here in the fourth, and Lowry gets double teamed, lets the three fly. Anunoby, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
The lead now in single digits. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Here's Trier, covered by Van Vliet. 4 on the clock. There's Rose with the three, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Julius Randle's checked in for Bobby Portis. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Anunoby in the corner. Back to Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Oh!
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
New York calls timeout.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Here's Anunoby. Looking to get back on track here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Julius Randle picks one up.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby. And the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
Take a break.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
That free throw missing, and Toronto making a change here. Trent's checked in. And the second free throw, good. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. A floater, and it's denied. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Rose. Trent passes to Van Vliet. Over Rose. Count that one from Van Vliet.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
And off target that time from Trier. Raptors trail by 6. Trent passes to Siakam. Goes back up. Boucher kicks to Siakam. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Double team on Rose. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists in the game. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. Boucher passes to Trent. They get it back. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Pass to Gibson. And there's the pass to Barrett. Here's Trier. And Gibson kicks to Rose. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Anunoby. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Van Vliet with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Siakam, and Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
Barrett, no good.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Maurice Harkless is checked in for New York. So he gets them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Knocks it loose. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Trent. And that one is stuffed right through.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Passes to Barrett. The 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 7th assist in the game. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the 10-footer. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Here's Trent, and again it's Toronto converting.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And Toronto making a change here. Raptors with the lead. Toronto calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
From the inbound, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Outside Rose. Stolen by Van Vliet. Anunoby in the corner. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Rose kicks to Barrett. Back to Rose. They need this. Barrett, no good. Raptors leading by 4. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line.
2-possession game now, but he'd still like to have back that one he missed.
Knicks trail by 5. Right side Rose. Shoots over Van Vliet. The putback. It's good on the putback. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, Randall not giving up on that play. Smells that one out, grabs the ball, and gets 2 more.
Here's Van Vliet. Robinson with the block. Left side Davis over Barrett, and Davis can't get it to go. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. Siakam with it. He's covered by Rose. Siakam, right side. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Well, he goes in there and you're worried about getting bumped if you're a defender by Julius Randle, not the other way around. So physical.
And he knocks down the first one.
After being picked 7th out of Kentucky back in 2014 by the Lakers, you remember Julius Randle, an auspicious start to his career, breaking his leg on his very first NBA game. That has not deterred him. Moved from L.A. to New Orleans, now to New York, an offensive force continuing to improve.
Both free throws good from Randle. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 1-point game, and the Raptors call time here. The tray. Randle grabs the board.
But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Rose. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Davis, the pass to Siakam. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. A crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Davis. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
The pass to Barrett. Over Davis. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Barrett.
And, you know, that's what the scouts have always loved about Barrett, that alpha mentality and his ability to rise to the occasion.
Pass to Baines. Clock at 6. Davis dishes to Baines. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the wing on the left. Outside Rose, down low, and Randall throws it down.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
And the Raptors with the ball. Now, here's Siakam. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen! From deep three-point range.
Like watching Randall get down, use that frame, and use those feet to move around defensively.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Good D by Siakam.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Yeah, sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Rose. He feeds it to Randall. It's blocked. And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, GA. Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Yeah. Ayaw ko, hindi mo ginagawa gaya ka third eh. Namulit ko ko yan, Lodi.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
From deep. That shot off the mark. And so it's Toronto winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle, congrats on the win. What did you guys want to accomplish and get this win?
Everybody played. We all played together. You know, we stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Thanks again, Kyle. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Zero dito nila. Abalik sa kayo rasis atang ito, nang percent. Ambil. Load yan. Na-pressure, promise. Uy! Clutch! Mundo. Nakalapit, Melody. Clutch ka rin. Nakaka-inside. Dapat yung si ano, ito,